Welcome to Agenda Edina, a program summarizing the actions taken at City Hall that affect you most. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty. The city has updated its plan for responding to bias and discrimination events that happen in Edina. The City Council recently approved revisions to its bias event response plan, last updated in 2017. The latest version differentiates between bias, bias offense, and bias event. The plan also outlines how the city will respond to each.
Perhaps somebody meets somebody in a store and calls them a name that's biased. That's not a crime, but it's an incident. And it's something that Edina wants to know about and to try to avoid and prevent in the future.
To report a non-emergency bias event, contact Race and Equity Coordinator Heidi Lee or fill out a form on the city's website, edinamn.gov. In the event of an emergency, contact the Edina Police Department. Another neighborhood has organized in Edina. The Sunny Slope neighborhood recently completed the process to become a City of Edina recognized neighborhood association. The city now has a total of 11 recognized neighborhoods, including the Arden Park, Chowan Park, Concord, Creek Knoll, Lake Cornelia, Morningside, Pamela Park, South Cornelia, Strackhauer Park, and White Oaks neighborhoods. To become a city-recognized neighborhood association, neighborhoods must establish an organizing team of interested and involved community members, notify city staff that they are interested in becoming recognized, host a neighborhood-wide meeting, and submit an application to the city.
Already, I think neighbors in their neighborhood are talking to each other more. We're communicating more, and so I think there's better discussion amongst neighbors on various issues that are of concern to our residents. And so that's one, and I think the other is that we're better able to communicate with City Hall and get the information perhaps easier than we could otherwise.
Recognized neighborhoods are often more involved in the early stages of projects and initiatives and have more opportunities to communicate with the city. The city communicates with city-recognized neighborhoods when significant neighborhood projects are being discussed or proposed meetings are held about issues that could impact a neighborhood. A developer requests a neighborhood meeting to review a potential development project, or when the city plans to organize a neighborhood group for resident input.
It starts with a group of neighborhoods that just come forward and volunteer and say they would like to talk more about the Neighborhood Connections program and bring that to the entire neighborhood. The city, on behalf of the neighborhood, actually sends the postcard to invite everyone to the first meeting to talk more about Neighborhood Connections. And oftentimes, I actually attend those meetings as well to talk them through the benefits of getting organized.
The Braemar Field Dome has been deflated and removed after remaining in place for well over a year. The pandemic prevented the large crews needed to remove it from completing the job last summer. Edina TV shows us how athletes are returning to the turf under the sun.
When it comes to weather in Minnesota,
it's one of the things that we don't control, unfortunately. So if it's rainy, if there's too much moisture or too windy, it can get dangerous.
Wait. Dangerous? What are you guys doing?
We're gonna cut off the power to the blower. We're gonna open the dome doors, and it's gonna start to deflate. Spread out in groups of 5 at each doors.
Oh, I get it. The Braemar Field Dome is coming down.
It's a seasonal dome. It's considered a temporary structure, so we have to take it down every spring and put it up every October. Very similar to a balloon. And the dome kind of folds in on itself, and then we've got heavy cables to remove. We have to unseam the 8 sections of fabric, and then once that's done, we start rolling up the fabric. And basically, it's kind of like rolling up a giant burrito. We get it all rolled up, and we take big forklifts and we put it into a shed.
The Braemar Field Dome has stood up every winter for 8 years as a bulwark against the cold weather.
The dome is very comfortable. It stays about 55 degrees. Kids can run around in shorts and t-shirts, no problem. So it really affords them good opportunities to participate in the activities that they love.
But, like so many things in 2020,
Another COVID casualty there,
the dome couldn't be taken down last spring, which meant
we couldn't use it. It wasn't available to associations. So unfortunately, they lost a open field space.
Not bringing it down just really generates an issue in kind of seasonal programming. You know, one of the benefits of having an artificial turf is that we're not on grass, so the wear and tear of the grass field. You know, we use this as a multi-site for camps and practices and even some league games during the summer season. So yeah, we've had to pivot pretty quick and come up with some solutions for that.
I think our users have done just an outstanding job of making adjustments, playing within the new rules, adjusting to whatever the new normal is.
We do see this as a valuable partnership with the City of Edina and the Braemar field, definitely. You know, we're here 6-7 days a week, even in the winter time, and so obviously having the field back for the summer is going to be exciting. It's a great place for families, so we're excited to get that going back again.
We have great demand here, great users, and we're looking forward to a fantastic summer season.
and sometime in October,
it's going to go back up. And it's basically redoing what we undid today.
with photographers Dan Carpenter and Ken Gamble, I'm Tom Cornell.
The dome won't be raised again until October. If you would like to reserve field time, call Braemar Arena and Field at 952-833-9518. The City of Edina continues to closely monitor the spread of the novel coronavirus and is keeping those who live and work here up to date about COVID-19. Please visit edinamn.gov/coronavirus for the latest updates or sign up to receive City Extra emails or text messages. Thank you for watching this episode of Agenda Edina. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty.